Hello, and welcome back to my garage. It's a turning point. And let's just get right into it.
.45 to 50 degrees hot, depending on where I'm aiming. I'll pause for a while and analyze what's been. I think I lost power. I need to check. 1.7 more. But I got a lot of over rev. I don't know if that actually was from adding timing, or I need to set the disc earlier. So I figure let's try set the disc earlier first and check with timing later. So bear with me. I'll set up the camera now. Oops, no, that's one leaking. The engine is turning clockwise, this one also, but it changes the direction inside to anti-clockwise. So when putting the disc earlier, I should put it later on the on this adjustable. I get some tools. Try to mark up where I am also. Let's put the right there. And should be this one. And let's see, later, that actually is earlier. Let's take some right there. That's a lot of degrees. Let's see what the difference becomes. If it is the dual hump power curve. So, where are you? There you are. See there, as I said, the engine is rotating clockwise, this one clockwise also, but it changes direction inside right here. So I want to put the disc earlier. That's like putting the disc later on this one. And now let's see if I thought correctly. Yes, and not the marking, the line with the markings is the marking on the hub is going later than the sprocket or the pulley. So now the disc should open about, guessing, 10 degrees earlier. So let's see what that results in. So I advanced the disc and let's try again. See if it starts though on the Kickstarter. I need some fans. Not only some subscribers, I need some fans. Cooling. I need to change the screen. That one. kicking. I haven't got the speed to get the crank sensor to actually do something. This, and I got some issue with the cooling again. This actually came mist out of this one. I need to check up on the cooling side. Well, I thought it was a power loss, but wow. I was pessimistic about it was pouring steam. Can you see where I'm? Yeah, right there. I have a ventilation hole. This is a water expansion, the new model I did. And it poured steam. It just sprayed steam out of the hole. And I thought, well, it's water sick again. And I felt, man, that's a power loss. But man, it wasn't. I'm happy. I can yeah, I can revert to methanol now. I do not need to make any more E85 pulls. I'm happy with this. 67.5 to the wheel. 67.5 to the wheel. Setting the disc earlier was a massive, huge increase of both Newton meters, torque, and the power at the 9,000 RPM. And still wanted to rev though up against 10,000 RPM, but it raised the whole curve, the whole curve from, we can go to the computer and you'll see it with me. And I'll do this so I can see where I'm aiming. Right there, see, oh, now I got this light. No, that becomes very strange. Well, you need just to you can this reflection you can deal with it, bear with it. I started today at, no, this is last week's pull, 60.4 to the wheel, and today I added timing and I added a larger carburetor. It wasn't a major increase, just a little bit more RPM though, just, and the 0.2 more power. But when moving the disc, it was flooded power, and 67.6 to the wheel, no, 67.5 to the wheel, and my dyno reports 74.4 to the crank, which I think is correct, but we'll calculate with the
numbers I gave you earlier in last episode with the 15% losses that the big guys are calculating with. So let's take that 67.5 divided by 0.85, 15%. And I got 79.41 to the crank. That isn't bad at all. That is actually really good. That is actually really good. I do not need to take it any further on E85. I can chill right here. And I had this thought today, if I didn't reach desired power, let's see. Oops, let's go to some lighting in the garage. I said to myself, let's try some percent of this. Blended into the E85. VP race fuel does actually make race E85 called C85. It is 1% nitro in that one, and also some MTBE, but I haven't got any MTBE. But I figure 1% alone would be some increase. But not now. I'm happy with this. I'm really happy. I'm really happy. This is far more than expected on E85. I set a goal on 63 to the wheel, and I got 67.5 to the wheel, and 74.4 on the crank reported in my dyno, which I think is correct. When guys on the web is selling their hot tuned, they add some. Well, I've been investigating a little bit why I thought it was water sick, and I think I have a clue. It actually isn't water sick, but the day's over anyway. I reached above my goals, and I'm happy with this. I might find a half or one more if pushing it, but I'll skip that. I need to take the engine apart anyway to fix the second gear, and then buy a new rear sprocket as it make 150 kilometers, almost about 95-98 miles per hour on third gear. I'm happy with fifth gear in that top speed. Well, that's things to do, and I'll show you why I think I found the problem. When I was burping the hoses now to see whatever happened, I heard a sound. Like first I'm pushing, and then I'm releasing, like whoop. What's that? And whoop, whoop, whoop. And I thought, what the F is this? And I found it. And before I show you, I'll talk about what I think happened. It blew some steam out of the expansion chamber, the expansion puke tank, and that's because it was full of air. It was some hot spots, local overheating, and the water was boiling, even though it wasn't hot to the touch, but some local stuff. And by that, steam went up into the puke tank and made me alert. And I thought, nah, let's run this pull anyway, and I made good power. That made me think it wasn't water sick into the cylinder afterwards. But why was it full of air? I have this thought. When the earlier pulse, the engine became warm, water traveled up into from the highest point of this hose. I got the hose inside the fuel tank, in the right inside here, that goes up into here. Water traveled up, as you can see, it raised the level. That's fine, all in all. But later on, when I was down with those pulls, come back to me. When I was down with those pulls, water never went back. It actually pulled it when the water cooled down. It made some low pressure zones in the cooling system, and it sucked air into this one, where the fuel tank in normal cases should be located. So in this case, I should actually block off this one and put it down here again, and suck out the air and such. And by that, it will, when the air, when it's becoming a low pressure zone, it will suck water back into the cooler as supposed to do. Now, as air is easier to draw back than water, it draw air into the system and made oh wow, here we are again, back and forth. It made air pockets inside here and made it locally, made some steam, and that steam went up into the hose. That's the only logical reason, because man, it is hard to get the copper seal that I made to leak any compression, because it's what race engines use and such. And I made a copper O-ring, 77 millimeters on the outside, 73.2 on the inside, if I remember correct, or 73.4, whatever, and 1.55 millimeter high. That made it the clamping 1.5 tenths. And before installing it, I annealed the copper so it became soft, and then torqued down the head with 20, I can't remember, 28 Newton meters in steps, increase cross pattern. So that should be good, all in all. It should be really good. So I had a hard thought thinking, how the F could that be leaking? But now I think I got an answer. And this hose, let's revert back, this hose, I put it there right now to when I was looking for problems. And now when burping and pushing the hoses, I'll push the hoses now, and this is clear, you can see it through. There is no air coming now. It was coming a lot of air earlier. Oh, one bubble. Oops, I'm lying to you guys. Well, that wasn't a lot. It was a lot earlier. It was like from this level, have like that. It's almost a liter, 1,000 milliliters, 100 centiliters, a liter of water that has pushed up and then didn't suck it back. It sucked air into the system instead. So I think I got that sorted out. But as I said, I'm happy with the results. I won't kill it anymore today, and I'm really happy. And yeah, signing out. Bye. fuck? No. I show you. I'll show you. I thought I fixed the water leak, a water issue, but oops, no, I didn't. When I was turning the throttle now, it just poured water out of the carburetor. See if it comes anymore now. No. So, we're done for the day.